As the year starts to come to a close, a lot of us will have this mentality around food that it's like the rest of this year is a wash and I'm just gonna start over in the new year. So it usually starts with Halloween, where we have candy at Halloween and we feel like we blew it, and so we shame ourselves for having the candy. But then sometimes the candy sticks around for a couple weeks after Halloween, and then we're rolling into November, and then we're like, well, Thanksgiving is coming up, and then there's lots of fun holiday foods around, and then we're overeating, and then it's December, and then same thing, family gatherings, friends gatherings, and then there's lots of food, and we're like, just forget it. I'll just start my diet over in the new year. And we just accept, I'm just going to go ahead and gain weight, let whatever happens to my body, whatever, and I'll fix it in the new year. And we do this year after year after year. And it really creates this like stressful chaos in our relationship with food. And I wonder what it would be like to just be able to have balance for the rest of this year instead of it being like a binge and then we start restricting in the new year. You could just have balance, and then January 1st comes and like still just a balanced relationship with food, and we're not like investing money in a diet and a weight loss program to try and fix all the damage that we created at the end of the year, you know? So what this really is it is a great illustration of the restrict binge cycle. It is classic of yo-yo dieting, and it is disordered eating. And it's what happens when we say, I'm going to do a Whole30, or I'm going to do a juice cleanse, or I'm going to do a lifestyle change. And we do it for a little bit, and then we can't sustain it anymore. And so we fall off the wagon, or we, eat whatever, and then we binge. And then we're like, okay, I need to get my act together. And we do it all over again. And at a certain point, we have to ask ourselves, is this working? Is this working? Is it giving me the sustainable result that I want in terms of my weight? Because we do this usually for sustainable weight loss. And is it creating peace in my relationship with food? And is it helping me create peace within my body? And if the answer is no, then we have to take a step back and be like, maybe this system isn't working for me. So if you're stuck in that cycle of like restrict to binge, I want you to know that it's not your fault. And it is fixable. And if you need help fixing it, I have lots of really great resources. I have resources that are free all the way up to paid and at lots of different price points, but I'm currently accepting applications for one-on-one clients. If you have questions about working with me one-on-one, you can totally just DM me. But I also have a free email list. I have a free Facebook group. I have a affordable online course with payment plans. So there's lots of ways that you could start working on this so that we aren't consistently engaging in this restrict to binge cycle, so that we're not weight cycling, which is losing some weight, gaining it back, losing some weight, gaining it back, which is a risk factor for your cardiovascular health. There is just such a better way, you guys, to relate to food and relate to your bodies. And we just don't need our worlds, our days revolving around food and our bodies. What I want for you is to be able to live a rich and full life where eating food, it can just take its balanced place, and we don't have these obsessions over food in our bodies. So that is possible for you. I would love to support you. If there's anything I can do to help, you can always comment, DM, click the link in my bio for resources. All right. Thank you for following me. Mwah. Have a good week.